nice set, comfortable, and we have a guest. We have a guest from the part of the world where right now it is literally 2 a.m. in the morning.
Dude.
2 a.m. Like,
as opposed to 2 a.m. in the afternoon.
Man,
No, well,
I can't even be stuff staying up till 9 o'clock for this guy sometimes, and this guy's up till 2.
Mate, Stephen, aka Ghalad, thanks, buddy. Thanks for coming on and having a chat and putting up with us for another show, another hour or so long. You know, you've been on here before. I'm glad you've come back. So a reoccurring visitor once every now and then ain't bad. Doesn't happen often, so we'll take it.
Yeah. Glad to be back.
They come on once and get scared and never come back.
I was going to say, bro, the fact that you have someone that wants to come back on like more than once, amazing.
Mate. Yeah, just lucky that you and Bill get paid.
Wait, we do?
Still waiting for those checks, bro.
Yeah, they're in the mail. G'day, chat. Dave, Gutterman, Dan, Kev, Ads. How are you all? He's all start rolling. You all will obviously know Steve up in the top right corner, the awesome designer from California. And as we just talked about, insane time. Now, we've got a couple of things we're going to get through tonight, like normal Lego up-to-date stuff. We'll see what's going on, what's going around. And we will obviously talk more about Stephen's latest design. So I don't know if much of you, I'm sure all of you actually follow him on Instagram, but if anybody of you have been following, he's been doing this insane color wheel challenge where every single week, has it been weekly or every couple of days?
It's like every couple of days.
I feel like you've done it pretty quick.
Yeah.
So he's had a color wheel and then designed a really cool, creature on them. And we'll get into them and we'll dig in and talk about them shortly. But a few things that I did want to share that's kind of just happening around here for us here, especially if you're a Kmart shopper. Who has seen these?
Me.
Well, obviously you. I've seen you bring one into work today.
I did bring one into work and put it on my desk.
Lego brand, bro.
Mate, it doesn't matter. Have you seen the Lego? It's actually, and they're stackable and they're neat. They're neat. They're all right. They're nothing crazy. But for what, $20 for those compared to paying $3.99 for the Lego ones? I know which ones.
True, the Lego ones were hardcore, right?
Mate, like for the price you're paying for them, like I'm surprised if anybody even bought them, to be honest.
I can tell you right now that timber is not responsibly sourced. 100%. They just went into some endangered forest and Unco just went in there and just chopped it all down, man.
Well, at least we know it's timber, right? It's not plastic that looks like timber.
It is actually timber primal, yes.
Yes, Steve, I don't know if how much of the Lego accessory side of things you look at and buy, but do you remember when the wooden blocks?
Yeah, I saw the Lego. This is not like official.
No.
Lego stuff, right?
This is Kmart.
This is rip-off. Yeah.
Walmart. It'll be the equivalent of your Walmart. Kmart's Walmart here.
Yeah, we used to have Kmart.
Our Kmart is nothing like your Kmart used to be before it went to trash. It's completely different. These are a complete rip-off. And they're cool. They're 10% of the price of Lego ones, as we're saying. But they the drawers slide like an old 70s chest. They're pretty bad. Like the drawers get jammed. Like 1 millimeter to the right or left, drawer gets jammed. So I took it to work today. Tomorrow I'm going to take a candle so I can not wax the.
To be honest, I bought the Lego storage table for the kids, like from that Kmart Unco brand. Yep. And man, the surface that the base plate is glued on is literally so warped, like proper warped. Like you put the lid on and it's like full, doesn't close. Like it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's like this thing, like getting Mega Blocks, right? It's any knockoff product is going to be bad.
Well, it's funny you say that, man. So we've got a mate that just opened a store here on the Gold Coast. I don't think I've told you about him, Henry. Might have every now and then. He started off selling fake minifigs at the markets, at like flea markets. But then now he legit owns a full-blown store in the hottest and highest, most rent-expensive area in Surface.
Like Lego, a Lego store.
Yep, all fake Lego. So Leppin, all fake Lego. I kid you not. So Slew Barn, Leppin, Mold
Kobe.
Kobe. So he's not brand by, like he's gone every brand. This store's like proper big and he's killing it. Like literally, that's just walking in the middle of Surface Paradise where you would not expect it. He's killing it, and then he's just started taking up Magic the Gathering and Pokemon cards as like a side hustle. But yeah, like you would not expect it. Yeah, Primal, that's the one in Cavill Moore, but he was a kiosk and market, but now he's a full legit, signed a 6-year deal or something. Full, mate.
It kind of reminds me like a month ago I went to Anime Con in Sacramento, and there are two booths that were selling Lego minifigures, and I was like, oh, that's sweet. My friend was like, yeah, here's some money, you should buy one. And I took a closer look. They're all 3D printed, but people are going nuts over it. They're like, oh, this is a rare minifig.
Oh, are they like a big size?
No, they're all like actual minifig size.
Okay.
But they're all fake 3D printed ones. But people putting up $50 for like, oh, this is a rare minifig. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not legit.
It's like actually knocking off like the rare ones, or like ones that Lego don't make.
No, all the rare ones, and
man.
People be like, oh, it's a Boba Fett, and I'm like, yeah, no, it's not. Getting ripped
3D
off.
printed.
They're really good 3D prints, but if you know
funny,
what to
coming
look
out
for,
of that, I was showing Bill the other day at work that there's a guy now, and I can't remember the name of the company. It's not none of the two that we know, but they're selling the bigger figs. You know, the 3D printed that almost everyone has. Like I've got a couple, but fully custom now to you, so you can buy it as a gift as your friend, or and he makes it, designs it, prints it in minifig like you. And it was so that size, and it's like 40 or 50, but it was something insanely cheap. It's like, those things are like 180 when you're buying them from the guys in Melbourne. And they're like 40, 50 bucks.
Do they have those lines on them? Like, the 3D printed lines a bit? Some do. Some are really fine. It depends on how high the resolution is. But
you find 99% of 3D printing will always have the layer lines.
Yeah, it really depends.
It's just, look how much Bill's got.
Bilsy, that crystal would be pretty sweet if it was like a resin print. Then you could have like a lamp. That'd be pretty.
That'd be cool. And talking about rare minifigs, I don't know if it was a leak or it was up, then it was down. But a Red Hulk. Did you see anything sneaking in about a Red Hulk?
Yeah, it's coming out. It's for the It's gonna come for another Marvel flop.
Obviously.
It's based on a movie? Based on a movie? Or?
I think there's a new movie coming out with Red Hulk.
It's going to be Captain America 4. Yeah.
Oh, really? Let's see if this can redeem.
Harrison Ford's going to be the Red Hulk. It's going to be weird.
Let's see if this can redeem the crap and garbage that we've been served.
Yeah.
No.
I know that were new ones, Grizz. That was a new Red Hulk. It was new sets that I saw, not the old one.
It was hard to imagine that anything could make DC movies look good, but Marvel did it.
Mate, that laced the Marvels far out, man.
Yeah.
Go woke, go broke.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
That's what happens, man. Stay diverse. All right. Let's get into some more sharing. I just wanted to share this for two reasons. One, because I thought it was out there and uniquely cool, but I wanted to give a shout out to Nick. I got the Game Boy instructions off him. He's doing all the Game Boys and stuff.
Yeah.
Man, his instructions are top quality. Like top quality, like decent.
I think Branko does them though.
Okay. Whoever does them, class.
Yeah.
I like it. It was good.
They're really good. I don't know if Nick does them. I retract that statement if Nick actually does them. So I'm not sure. Because I saw on his post, he was the one who actually said lovingly done by Lego Dad Branko. So I'm assuming that's what he means.
Someone just said, how does the guy get with IP and counterfeit laws? He doesn't. He's just a reseller, man. He doesn't design it and steal it. He's just a reseller. You'll find resellers, they fly under every radar and loophole you can think of. It's the guys who he's buying them from that they'll chase. But even then, I don't think he stocks set-wise. He doesn't stock much that Lego have. Minifigs for sure. I know he rips off every bloody minifig. But sets is like the old Cuba or whatever it is, a Kobe. They don't copy Lego anyway, most of them. So, all right. One thing actually I wanted to say to you, Bill. Remember we were talking. I think Henry, is one of your Wild West buildings sand blue?
Medium blue.
Okay.
Medium blue.
I just was going through this today, and because
it's mad.
We're building the thing. So I wanted to make buildings that weren't normal tan brown nougat. So I started making a bright red train station, and I want to do a sand blue building. And then I seen this. I'm like, come on,
man. The one thing I learned when I was doing the research for all those Wild West buildings is Wild West buildings were actually quite bright. Like when you actually look at when they were built, they were bright yellow. They were, that green and all. They were all really funky colors because you had to stand out. Like it'd be like it's only when they're like ghost towns, they're weathered and all that. But
yeah, of course,
yeah.
But yeah, either way, I was like, like you said, I just want to do bright to be different. Question it, but this looks cool as the Bricklink set. And as most of the people in the chat anyway would have seen, it was at Brickvention to get a geezer at it. But $220, it's I don't know what that'd be in freedom bucks for you, Steve. But
I've been noticing all the Bricklink sets. They're quite expensive for what they are.
Yep.
And it's fascinating. I've been talking with my RLUG, recognized like a user group over here, and we were mentioning how like it really shows the difference between a Lego set and something fan made. Like you don't really know what you're missing until you get it, and then you realize like, oh, okay, I see why a Lego set is the way it is. We might complain here and there about Lego sets, but then you realize like, oh, this actually has a lot of care and quality, and this is somebody who doesn't necessarily have the training that you get when you work for Lego.
Do someone in the chat might be able to answer, either of you guys, do the designers get the cut per sale like they would for, say, Lego Ideas for the Bricklink stuff?
I don't think so. I think they'd be on a salary.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I was just thinking more of, if you're going to drop $200, support the designer, so to speak.
I saw, oh gosh, I think it's like Solid Brickworks. I mean, this crazy Star Wars guy who does all these giant dioramas. He also reviews Star Wars sets. He reviewed the castle. I forget what the castle's called. And compared it to the Lion Knights, and you can see like night and day where the Lion Knights is like brightly lit on the inside. Like externally, the castle looks great, but then internally, you can see where it starts to, it's lacking. And it's not nothing to knock the designer. It's just like, hey, there's a difference between
10 designers going hardcore at it, and someone that's
and having like 2.5 years of like hardcore, making sure it meets Lego standards. Yeah, there, Solid Brick Studios. It's a pretty good review.
Thanks, Helena. New GWP as well, the micro space, which
very cool.
Very, very, very cool. 320 Australian, I think 200 US, but this would be a hot topic on Marketplace. It's a cool GWP though.
New color space babies.
It's all right. It's not bad,
I like that they're doing all these callbacks to the classic space
colors and stuff. Yeah.
They need a new Benny spaceship, man, like a new one. I still got the one from the movie. And yeah, it's sick.
Do you know what? I think that's the only movie set I actually have as well.
Oh, Benny Spaceship?
Yeah.
But then they did the Galaxy Explorer.
I didn't get that.
It's not the same. I thought Benny, I definitely would get the Galaxy Explorer, but
Galaxy Explorer is really good. But Benny's spaceship, I think, was a bit more nostalgic the way it was built. It was like the 70s stuff.
I felt Benny's spaceship was actually much stronger. I got to never built a Galaxy Explorer, but I had a friend, I got to hold it, and it felt super fragile.
Oh, no, it's pretty solid. I've taken it around a few shows, and it's pretty solid.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, maybe the one I had was not as well put together.
Definitely a theme that I'm pumped and excited for, and we've talked about it a little bit, but now it's obviously official and it's out, the Formula One cars, which...
Oh, my God.
Mate, I want them all.
Home run.
Yeah.
I want them all except for the pullback one.
Well, why get the small one if you're going to buy the big one? They're the same car. Yeah.
I like that they finally went, although they don't have the different tire sizes, I like that they finally went with the slicks.
Yeah, man, that's going to be crazy.
Definitely, and this is definitely a nod back to last week, Bill, when Bill got excited about pink tires because the roller skate. Oh, look, wonder what people are going to build with pink tires. So we had a bit of a stab at him. But this one, genuinely, the slick tires, this is a game changer for new builds.
Yeah.
It's only
Because,
like
non-tire builds. They're awesome.
Well, I don't know. If you think if that rubber's soft rubber, that can start to become a friction wheel, a gear wheel.
Oh, this guy, technic expert over here.
Mate, just ask me. Slide up in my DMs, I'll teach you a thing or two.
I'll just stick with the pink wheels.
That Ayrton Senna will be a collector's item and a half.
Yep. First day. This one, you got to get it first day. You got it. And, you're buying the Mercedes for Mercedes, obviously not now for Lewis Hamilton because, he's about to jump. That's hilarious.
Snowlander just mentioned it. Like when it drops, Lewis is literally going to Ferrari.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure, like Dan just said, I think they're all March 1st releases as well. So we'll have to go see our buddy and get them. But the prices, I mean, they're quite a little bit spicy, but not too bad. So the $100 for the McLaren though, bang on 100. I can agree with that one. 300 for the Technic one. You're almost looking at the bi-yearly Technic price at that. But again, depending how big it is, going by some of the reviews, it looks quite a good size. And then what was Speed Champions? That'd be a $30 set. Yeah, $40.
No, it's just a shame that it's just another big black Technic set. Like it'd be nice if they picked a different car. I know, obviously Mercedes is black and it's authentic, but it'd just be nice to have a different color. There's so many colorful F1 cars. Like,
yeah, well, you look at the McLaren in the Papaya, or it's an insane color. I mean, Ferraris are always going to be Ferrari red. You're not going to go to, but like Alpine, they got that white and that turquoise. There's plenty, but they're not Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull level of champions.
Imagine they do the whole lineup of the F1 in Speed Champions. That would be insane.
That'd be something I'd collect, to be honest. For sure. There was a dude that I don't know what he's using, but his kind of quick video went viral around online, hanging Speed Champions on the wall. Like I got the big ones, and it looks pretty cool. Like it was a full wall. Like I'm talking, the 100+ cars, whatever there is. But it looked cool.
I feel like they've just been knocking out Speed Champions year after year.
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen a single one where I'm like, oh, this is bad. It's like, no, they're consistently.
And when you build them, they're only getting better. Like part usage on a Speed Champion by far are the best theme.
You look back at the original ones, like they went from 4 wide to 6 wide to 8 wide, and the detail has just been so worth it. Like they're too wide for city road plates now, but that doesn't matter because the scale, like the detail is worth it.
Yeah, the drawback. Yes, Gutterman, Brendan, and I think Helena said Force India were they're an ex Race 1 team. They were pink. BWT, I think, was their big branding name. But go watch the there's a weapon documentary about bad boy mafia millionaire Indians, and the dude that owns that race team was on it, and you'll see why they're not around anymore. Really good documentary. Really, really good. Alpine did have some pink. Yeah. And but like back to what Henry was saying, an all black car is going to lose all the detail. End of the day, doesn't matter what team it is.
Exactly what I'm saying. Like it probably looks way more amazing than it actually is, but it's just the details lost, right?
Yeah. But again, that Senna one, if you're slight inkling into anything cars, like mate, why would you not? I could even imagine you buying that one, Henry.
I'm buying the Senna. Like literally, I'm going to buy 3 of them. I got my cousin and my brother. My brother's a massive F1 nut. He messaged me and he goes, "Have you seen this? Get a
Yeah, and then obviously the printed Ayrton Senna fig, that ain't bad either. So it's like you said, home run and good on him. And this is only the first wave. You got to remember, Lego are dedicating a lot of this year to cars.
They sure
Not just Formula One. Cars in general is their tentpole head marketing for this year. So,
yeah. Little detail on that minifigure I really appreciate. By the way, they have ice cream cone holding up the helmet from one of the Lego Ideas sets, like the Women of the Space History. One of the female astronauts, she has a helmet. Every time I try to put it in her hand, it just pops right out. There's no friction to hold that helmet. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Maybe he actually ate ice cream in his helmet.
You're an idiot. Oh, bloody hell. And you know what? Even if you just did this, imagine this was, say, a Lego classic Formula One car. Yeah, it's cool. It's not bad. You'd buy it. It's kind of cool. But the fact that it's Ayrton Senna, I think, is the home run. Worldwide, world known, world loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's going to be amazing. Look at this guy building the set. Look at him. Get him a hat.
It's like a young version of Carrot Top.
You just see
It's
building
all their promotion photos are hilarious. It's always like, this is where you think you're going to have a Lego set? Sure.
Oh, mate, we've been ripping on that. Every time Lego bring out like a lifestyle photo, it's like, yep, because that's where we put our Lego in the house.
Yeah.
Like
they should do genuine adults and kids who actually are Lego fans building them, and the dad's like, don't touch my Lego, don't touch it, and it's just screaming at the kid while he's building, like, you lost it, oh my god, and just like full screaming at the kid. That'd be realistic.
It's one of the Weasley twins. It's if you ordered Ed Sheeran off Which. Oh, you guys are brutal.
Oh, snap.
Sean White, where he was famous.
Bloody hell. A Legoland exclusive for anyone
Boring.
That's into them.
Boring.
I guess that's what that is. I'm leaning with you, Henry. It's not exciting or go crazy to buy it.
It's one of those sets when you look at it, you know exactly how it's built just from the picture.
Yeah.
Yep. It's literally a souvenir set. That's all it is.
It's like mac and cheese. You know the ingredients that make it, and you know exactly how to make it from the name.
And one thing that I guess not many of our community, our crew will buy this, but the fact that it's got and we think it's going to be a custom modified speaker brick.
Oh my god!
Got me excited. I reckon this is going to be able to be changeable.
Get that. If that could be hacked, that's a game changer,
mate. Now you're on my level. You see what I mean?
Oh, why is the talking hat Vietnamese? Oh, okay.
It's famous that lavender brick, and they didn't do it like white or black or something.
Did you see my comment about the brick? I did. I must have missed it. Sorry, Helena. 5% of net sales and 5 copies of their set. Oh, for the designers. Okay, cool. Oh, that's not too bad then. Geez, 5%. They're going to make more money than Lego Ideas people.
5% of net sales. Man, you'd be wanting to get on the Technic line straight away and get away from the polybag stuff.
But yeah, so obviously, it's a sound brick, it's normal, but until someone obviously has a look and pulls it apart. But with technology now, that'd be a chip and a different type of battery than the old school, whatever it was. Mate, if that's modifiable, bang, we're in there.
Oh, bro. My sorting hat will be Vietnamese by the end of the day.
And if that doesn't work, we'll buy the hat and we'll put some sort of Bluetooth speaker in here at a show and make it Vietnamese.
It actually looks like I haven't seen it yet, but it actually looks like the mouth and the eyebrows move like the movie.
Yeah, I saw that in a leak about half a year ago that it does that. Like when it talks, the eyes move and the mouth opens.
Does anyone tell that? Sorry, Bilsy, go.
No, you're good, man.
No, I was going to say, did anyone tell that chick the hat's too small for her head?
Unless it's a funny shaped angled photo, but the 2 studs on these bricks don't look long enough.
No, you'll find that they're Technic axles with
they're going through X pattern.
Yeah. Good spotting. I'll move on now. All right. So luckily there wasn't much Lego news, and we do have. She's a Hufflepuff for sure. She's off her dial. Far out. If anything, it'd be an app-controlled brick. Well, that's even better. If it's an app-controlled brick, that means there's going to be a Raspberry Pi or an Arduino within a month to retune it, remod it, bring it on. Yes, so let's get into this man's builds. So, to give you guys, I guess, the rough rundown is the color wheel. So, give us an explanation on how you started and where it come from.
So there's a Lego set designer, Wes Talbot. He's designed the Friends Mansion. He's one of the designers for Rivendell. So really talented designer at Lego, but he's also a phenomenal painter, concept artist. And the Color Wheel Challenge is something that's pretty popular in the artist community, amongst concept artists and stuff like that. And I saw that he was taking a pass at it and doing some pretty sweet dragons for each of these slices of the color wheel. And no one had done a Lego version, and I was kind of in a creative rut. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to do a digital Lego project, because I had other projects I had going on. I have a 20-minute animation I'm working on for a group, and I was just kind of feeling dead inside. So I was like, no, I need to do something for me, something fresh, something creative. And I thought this would be the perfect idea. And on Instagram, I've been seeing a lot of fantasy art pop up in my feed. I was like, hey, you know what? I'll make fantasy animal characters for each of the color slices. And I just kind of made it up as I went along. Awesome.
Sorry, man. Sorry to cut you off. That's amazing.
And I put my own rule to it, because I didn't want to spend too much time away from family. I didn't want this project to take too long. So I gave myself a rule that each build could only take 24 hours total, including render time. So design in studio, export, bring into Cinema 4D, recolor, put into the lighting, all the color and textures, and output in 24 hours a piece.
I'm assuming that render time on Cinema 4D is way longer than something like Blender, right?
I have a pretty robust machine. I've got two 3080 GPUs and 30 minutes. I could have a little pixelated, so a lot of noise in it too. So if I decided to do a higher end render, maybe 2 hours, but 30-minute renders was good enough.
In this part of the world, we hit render and go to sleep. See you in the morning.
Right. Studio takes so long to render, man. It literally took 2 days for me to render a 30-second video on Studio.
Well, yeah, it depends on if you're doing animation, how many pieces you have in Studio. If you do what I have,
he was doing minifigs.
Yeah. Well, if you're doing some of my projects will often be 3,000 to 30,000 pieces, and Studio chokes. But no matter what, Studio is only going to get you so far. You're going to get kind of bad lighting each time. So
all right, well, we'll start obviously with the red color. Did you name them? Did you start from, you wanted to do whatever animal etching, or you just kind of started and see how you went?
Yeah, so the first one was orange, and it's hilarious. It's a red panda. But I just decided, he's a red panda, make him sort of a prince.
Okay.
He comes from in China, so
yeah, I've seen
do some of that.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's the extent of Bilsy's cultural immersion.
Hey, no, I've watched Spirited Away. Come on, be fair.
DreamWorks taught us a lot.
But yeah, on this, I kind of want to make them all these animals. So the goal was to make sort of medieval type characters. I know this is not necessarily medieval, but still has like that ancient era look. They had to be human-like to an extent. I mean, the snake and the bug, I couldn't do too much
we'll
with.
Get there.
But
we'll get there.
Yeah. So on this, I started with the head and then just started adding details. I got a YouTube video for this as well that I put out, and when I design this stuff, it goes pretty quick. And I thought it was hilarious when people were watching me build this. They're like, "Oh, you're making Rocket the raccoon." I'm like, "No."
This looks better than Rocket. Have you seen that Rocket's face? Far out.
I thought, at a glance, I thought it was based on the Turning Red, that with the red panda.
Oh yeah, the kids,
which is good.
Yeah. It's awesome. It is. Oh, too far. All right. So there's your orange. So let's go yellow.
Yeah. So this one, I saw some concept art, but I was also inspired by, if you guys seen Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Yep.
The first scene, which I think is like comedy gold, have this like eagle creature that Chris Pine's character is trying to get to basically escape Jarnathan. And yeah, I kind of like that look. And
I like the chain on top of the arms. That's cool.
Yeah, just using the turntable base. And I almost forgot to add the wings. So once I finished everything, I was like, "Oh, wait, yeah, he needs some wings." So I just designed one wing in about like 20 minutes, and then just do a mirror, and added that into Studio and rendered it up.
So when you do this, when you design in the studio, does the physics actual come into it? Like if you hit whatever the thing is to see if it works, do you try that, or just?
No. So I do.
Thanks for coming on. We'll talk to you next time.
No. So I do have a rule of when I'm building digitally, no collisions ever. Like that's one thing I can't stand when I see other.
That's the word I was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah, when pieces collide into each other, I'm like, no, that's not acceptable. Can't ever have that. I try to build as much as realistically as possible. But one thing I noticed, like there's some people like, oh, it's digitally built. You can't do that in real life. And I was like, well, a lot of your mocks are missing the back. They're being held up. Like I went to one of my Lego conventions out here. The backside of this guy's display was a wood panel, and he screwed in like literal screws and metal and stuff trying to hold up his Lego build. I'm like,
Henry, when did you display in America?
So it's just this whole argument people have like, oh, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, what about your builds? You do a lot of digital manipulation. So, it's kind of the same thing. Like all these builds, just to get them out in time, most of the backside is missing. So
this one's awesome.
Yeah, this one was like, gosh, like
how's the fingers on it? I'm loving the hands.
You can just like feel how sticky those frog digits are just by looking at it.
Welcome to the Bilsy Show, everyone.
Yeah, so it's I was looking back on it, 5.5 hours for the whole thing.
God,
and I had to do a double take. So I do a screen recording for YouTube. Sometimes I forget to actually screen record because I'm way too into building. But this one captured the whole thing, and I look back at how many hours passed by, and it was 5.5.
Wow.
And this is the only one. Simon Liu, a lot of people would know him in the Lego community.
Yeah.
Guy's a champ. And he's like, well, I want a frog, and it needs to be able to be built in real life. Like usually I'll put Lego in colors that they're all production colors, but like maybe a piece doesn't come in orange, but I'll make it in orange. They're all production colors.
Yeah, right.
I mean, they would literally come in the colors that they come in. So, yeah.
I like. It's all around cool. I was gonna say the hat, just the texture and style. The hats.
Even the sword handles, man. The sword handles are sick.
Yeah, they use that new that D piece, the D snot.
Yep.
I don't know what else you call that piece. It's like rounded with a snot on both sides.
Yep.
Yeah. And then flex tubes in studio are a nightmare. So I'm glad I got it to work the way I wanted it to work.
Still selling the idea, man. It's working. This looks like it will go up and compete against Donnie's Dragon.
So I messaged him while I was building it, and I was like, "Hey, I came up with this idea of how to make these scales, and it reminded me of your dragon. Is that similar technique?" And now everyone knows he was using the Harry Potter glasses to connect, but I was using the pretty similar. I was using the wheel. You find like the flower sets, the steering wheel piece. And using some robot arms connecting to those shields. And yeah, he said it was pretty close to what he did.
Very cool. Very cool.
And what's nice with digital building is you can just go, once you figure something out, copy paste. Where in real life, you're just like, dang it, I gotta go find another 1,000 pieces.
Yeah.
Or empty your bank account into Bricklink. What era of war fighter guy is this one from?
I was for this. I was inspired by the Disney animated Robin Hood.
Oh yes,
sir. It's like with the fox. I think Henry knows. Like there's
just
the fox.
Let him Google it. He'll work it out.
Yeah. But they have a character in it called Sir Hiss.
Sir Hiss, there you go. Prime would have said that, yeah. Sir Hiss.
Originally, I want to have like a guitar for him, and I just was like, no, I don't have time. I can't figure this out. So I did the easy way out.
And you know what? You don't even need the mouth open with fangs or a tongue or anything, and it still sells the snake good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very well done.
All right. Now, Dora. I mean, yeah.
Dory.
It's like a
Dory.
This thing just looks like it's come from a nightmare. Like, this thing will take you down and then forget it took you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a Dory Titan Warrior. Cool sword.
I'm still spun out. I like the fact that you've kept the shades of colors too to keep it, to still build the characters.
It progressively got harder when it came to rendering because the colors become a lot more saturated, and so I found building wasn't so much a challenge as it was like trying to get the lighting right, especially when it got to like purple and pink. It was super hard.
Dude, I've got to say it's a massive compliment to you. Because even having the same background as the actual model is really hard to do because it can get washed out really easily. So
man.
The fact that you can actually see the definition of the actual model itself and go, that makes sense. That's awesome, man.
Right. Just keep slashing. Thanks. Just keep slashing. Is that a nipple ring?
No.
You know what, though? But you look at it, like the small details like that. You know what I mean? That's kind of what puts it. Really,
and I got little crabs and lobsters hidden on the outfit all around, and nice little manta ray for the sword and octopus.
Your octopus is on the shield, yeah.
Oh yeah, the manta. Oh, they're old school manta rays too.
That's what I mean. Like what a cool way to decorate the sword. I know there's a fancy name for that bit, but I ain't a sword person.
Ooh, a bug.
This bug would mess you up in a heartbeat, though.
Yeah.
I kind of want you to build them all and bring them to Australia for a show. Just saying.
Yeah. Is this like a roach from Paisley Park or something?
No, it's a so when I was looking for each character, they also like some people are suggesting like, oh, do a purple gorilla, and I'm like, well, that doesn't exist. So each animal had to be really in those colors. So there's a purple beetle, jewel beetle, and also one thing I did as I was going through these characters, they're each like a D&D, except for maybe like the prince, they're each D&D character types. So I try to have every creature covered. So I start off with a mammal. Let's see what I got. I look at the whole color wheel. I got a mammal, bird, amphibian, reptile, fish, insect, mollusk, and that covers every animal type. And then I went back to a mammal for the last one.
Yeah, wow.
And then they're all different character types. Then I've got a prince, a crusader, samurai, bard, barbarian, archer, wizard, and shaman.
Man, so anyone in a design slump kind of does one little character. They don't write a novel and a movie with pieces and, you know.
Yeah. I was just going to say, so you didn't put any thought into it then?
Yeah. Nah, no effort whatsoever.
The tentacles are cool.
That's what
It's like you look at it, like just the octopus alone would be, you know, insane to see at a convention. But no, let's put it on top of a body with a Harry Potter hat, probably talks as well, and bang, you know.
And using the ice burp as the crystal on top of the the staff, or
I was really, really happy with how that rendered out. I was kind of worried it wasn't gonna.
I mean, I can't say I've ever seen a pink. Is there a pink barrel?
No.
Can't say I've seen a pink one, but hey, I'm sure, you know, there's one hidden in a friend set somewhere. You never know. Dreams are going to bring it out. You watch. Steve's dropped the ball. He didn't realize, you know, we're going to show her on.
Yeah. So then there's the last one, the shaman. This one probably took the longest. I think this one took look at 22 hours.
That looks mad,
man. Again, look at the hands. Man, your hands are insane. Like it's not even you're following like a formula. You just something different every time.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And this, I was just like, it was inspired by a bunch of different things I've seen online. I saw some character art with like candles on top of it. I was like, that'd be a sweet touch. And so I just added some melted candles, give it a little extra spooky vibe. Put a panther skull on top.
Huh. It's kind of like, yeah. I mean, how would you explain? I got my bad guy. He's got a panther skull with some melting candles, and mate, yellow eyes that see into your soul. Well done, man. Like
amazing.
Yeah, the whole series of Get Up this, and to come from a design a slump that you felt a bit, you know, what I'm going to do, to that, bloody brilliant, brother.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd hate to see what you're working on. What did you say you've been working on for how long it was?
It's taken me a while. I just had to take on an animation for a group, and it's 20 minutes long. I'm doing it in Unreal Engine. I was like, oh, I could do this, and then realized, oh wow, this is a 20-minute long animation.
So it only took you 25 minutes, including rendering. I get it. That's cool.
And that one's not Lego, but I needed to do some Lego stuff for myself, and I have an upcoming project for another Lego Twitch streamer, Amish Ace. He wants me to do what do you call like a going away screen, or I'll be right back screen, and so I'll work on that next. I'll start that next week.
Just for a be right back screen.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's where we need to talk, because ours is stock. It still has the watermark that we may have borrowed from.
I don't know how it is for you guys, but like I often have like a couple dozen projects in my mind of things I want to do, and sometimes I just take on too much, and a lot of projects just have to be on hold. Like I wanted to add some animations for New Hashima, that giant cyberpunk city. So I did some digital animations for it last year, and this year I want to venture into doing an actual like cyberpunk K-pop video. I found a like copyright license free song I can use, and I want to do like a legit Lego animated figure K-pop vid, which would be pretty sick.
I mean, you could literally like add the what are they called? The K-pop ID set.
Oh, yeah, no.
What were they called again? You just add
BTS.
that set. Yeah, add BTS with like some old weird Technic set that was exposed. Bang. They're just cyberpunk K-pop, man. You're welcome. $50.
I'm more interested in stuff like what actually got me into K-pop is KDA,
Women?
the League of Legends animated video. It's
Okay.
pretty slick. And like from all that stuff, that's how I learned editing, what actually pushed me into doing a YouTube channel. So
Really?
yeah. And then the other project is starting.
And everyone laughed at me when I said Kung Fu Panda, mate. You're building Kung Fu Panda's freaking army.
That's mad. That's mad.
So I try to get with a bunch of people to do a collab, but they're all busy. So if anyone on here wants to go do something similar, go for it. But basically, the idea is like take one of the Lego creator sets, like one of the 8+ creator sets, because this is the tiger head. Everything else is my custom made stuff.
Yeah,
but
wow.
make a like sci-fi humanoid anthropomorphic character with the head from a creator set, and everything else is yours.
That's cool.
I want to see someone.
What you doing?
Oh, my bad. Got click happy. I was going to say I want to see someone do something with the giraffe. That new giraffe.
That's what I was asking a friend to do it, but he's too busy with like several dozen other Lego projects.
Yeah, I'd do it as well, man. But I've got like shit. What are you laughing for?
No worries, Bilsy. No worries.
Yeah, okay. I'm glad you understand. Thank you, man.
But yeah, I thought that would be. I did this because like I've owned the tiger for a while, and I was like, I want to make him a.
Did you give it the butthole too?
Oh no!
Come on,
that is one. This is one area where like the backside is a little too thick. Like if you look from the waist, it's like this weird triangle shape. It doesn't quite work, so I'm gonna have to like fix this section.
Just give him like a backpack, or go take the wings off like an Avatar set and give him some sort of cape to hide it all. It'll work.
I think this is probably my favorite part of it, though. Is like this is a Duplo slide. They got like some tires in here to give it friction because no Lego piece really holds onto it. So I have one of those rubber tires on the inside holding it, and then some ball joints holding the head. So,
yeah. It's not bad.
So yeah, how sick would that be? Have like a bunch of creator sci-fi characters at a convention, like all lined up next to each other.
Especially not even just like pretty much everything from that tiger, animal and creator 3-in-1 set wise was just detailed, insanely good.
Especially all the stuff that Aaron is coming out with. So
yeah, we were literally talking about Aaron last week.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
We were saying how it's so mocky, if that's the right word. Like, like it definitely looks like a mock. The fox,
I think we're entering into a really good era of Lego sets with the current round of designers. So I'm pretty stoked.
Yeah, for sure.
G, don't be hurting, G. There's some tissues beside you, buddy. You're good.
Thanks, Chris, for posting the link to the tiger at our favorite Lego store at Dreamworld. That link's in the chat there if anyone's chasing Tiger and wants to build their own Frosty Flakes lion.
Yeah, on this one, so this was part of the thing I was trying to like take a break from too. Is like I was getting a creative rut with that as well. I was trying to build it. I was running out of blue pieces and trying to figure things out because like my projects usually start out really well, but then I get into tighter and tighter sections trying to figure out like the nuclear madman behind me. It got harder and harder to build as I went along because I got thick fingers, and near the end, I'm trying to like shove in little tiny pieces into small gaps.
Sometimes you do have to, like as you said, though, start a new project, but get enough done so that when you do come back, your inspiration of where you're up to and where you were going with it does kick in again. Just looking at it on the shelf for up to even a year sometimes is enough to go, that's how you do it. Or Lego have come out with that new element that just solves all your problems.
Right.
It's so true.
Yes.
I'm also waiting for
like I need to go back to. Just waiting for elements.
Just waiting for elements.
I got a collection back in Iowa. I recently visited my mom, and so I grew up with like 2 tons in weight of Lego. My brother took a significant portion. I've had some shipped out here, and now the remainder I need to ship out here. So like from Iowa to California, I think it's like Perth to Melbourne, I think distance wise.
Yeah.
So it's like minimum 1,500 USD to 3,000 USD to ship all that out here. So I'm trying to figure that out.
It'd be cheaper to buy a car and just have an extended road trip.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the price of gas. It's actually more.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's been this like challenge of like I have all this Lego I want to get out here. The only downside to all the Lego is it's all the stuff pre like 2006, and there's not a lot of snot. Like I realized how good Lego is after the like 2010s. It just
so like it's literally just like bulk Lego. It's not even sets.
Yeah.
Shame it's that way and not the other way. I'm driving from LA to Orlando later this year. So it's like a 3.5.
Yeah, if you went the other way, I'd just like say, hey.
Yeah.
Pay for it.
Charge him double, pay for your holiday.
Yeah.
So the other thing I wanted to talk about tonight before we run out of time is Bill and his butt camera. Well, you bought it.
It's not a butt camera.
Bill bought the ear camera.
I did. It was $8 off Amazon, I think.
Viagra pills are on sale right now. You don't just go and buy them all just because they're on sale.
No, it's a look. Hang on. Oh, how do you bring your phone up on the screen?
Cover the whole screen. Cover the screen, and the light will adapt. Like put the phone across the whole screen. Yeah, like that.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah.
So that is inside a minifig box right now.
So,
and we have a T-Rex. No, what is it? A Stegosaurus.
So how long does it take to slide it in? Like, is it quick in, out, see what you've got, and you're done?
It's pretty quick. It does. It does.
Only Henry takes it there.
It's not tiny, like it does do a little bit of damage to the box, but it doesn't fully open it.
I wonder what people in stores are going to do because, like, one of my early jobs was as a security guard for Ross. I don't know if you guys have Ross Dress for Less.
Yeah. We don't have it, but we know what it is.
So I was a security guard in San Francisco for the store for a year. And yeah, I imagine just being like a guard, walking up to a person being like, what are you doing? They got like a little camera going into breaking into boxes.
Be like, I've just got some time to kill before my rectal exam, so I'm just like, scoping out these minifigs.
You can get a smaller one, too. That's right. This one was like $8 off Amazon, and it was next day shipping. I just wanted to give it a go because I had a box of minifigs, and I'm like, oh well, I'll just open the ones I want, and I won't open the ones I don't want, and I'll just give them to my lug to use after, because I don't want the where is he, this fucking idiot, over and over, because so I just want G's goat,
the bald goat.
I love how they said that mold, they lost the mold. I'm like, liars.
Yeah.
But
we've
said it a few times how funny it was that how much marketing and when they brought out the movie and the games and stuff, how they keep nodding in on goats, but then just shove it back in your face as an AFOL.
I can't believe with these boxes how many. I've just seen in the chat there a few people saying that they're just ripped on shelves and people just ripping them open. It's like the loss must be huge. I went into Big W and they had them all on the entertainment counter where it was staffed, and they were scanning at $4, and I'm like, $4 each. I'll just grab a box.
Oh, Bill, share the Coles deal.
Oh, there was no link for it.
Oh, wasn't it? It was just
okay.
Yeah,
there was nothing. It was just a clearance. I don't think there's an
online. There was $25, the classic $25 sets for $6.
Yeah,
Coles.
I don't know how it is for you guys there, but like I noticed, do you guys have Target?
Yeah.
So
it's a different
They
Target.
used to carry CMF when they were the bags, but like the moment they switched over to the boxes, all the Targets around me, none of them carry it, and it's kind of disappointing. Like that's where I usually shop to get Lego.
That's good, because that might force Lego to go back to foil bags, because I don't see how the foil bags are any less environmentally friendly than these. Especially some of these have plastic bags inside them anyway because of whatever part comes from whatever factory.
So and they learned like all their like environmentally friendly plastic, like the plant-based stuff, just doesn't work. So they're just going back to the ABS stuff.
Really?
Yeah, there's a report like half a year or so ago where they're saying that their efforts to make bricks more environmentally friendly, they're like, it doesn't work. It's not saving any extra energy or all that. So they're like, it wasn't worth their time.
I think that with ABS plastics, they've got the world trained well enough to not throw any Lego away. So if it's going to be around forever, like where's the harm really?
Like the biggest harm they ever did wasn't even their fault. Is when that shipping container spilled and all the Lego washed out.
And they're still finding pieces.
Yeah, and it's not their fault on that.
No, that's right. Just got their name on it.
Like if the only plastic producer in the world that I think doesn't actually do much harm is Lego. All the other plastic just gets tossed, but
people don't actively throw out Lego, right? Like it's not like a water bottle.
No, that's right. People are well trained to not. Whereas if you had anything else plastic and it broke,
normal kids' toys,
you wouldn't think twice. You just chuck it in the bin. So
and that photo I just had before as well, that was G's collection of goats.
Yes.
So G, if you hold on to them for the next 15 years since the last goat came out, you'll be a wealthy man.
Is G going to be like those Star Wars collectors where they have like their armies of clone troopers? He's just going to have an army.
There you go. G, there's your start to your collection. Hey, talking about odd people and goats, Brent Wallet just come in the chat. What's up, buddy? Long time no speak. Nice to be here. See you later. Greg Wallet. That's his new name.
Greg Wallet.
Even his mum calls him Greg. I did have mocks, but I just closed the window. We'll save the mocks for next week. I think we've done all right tonight. Bread Wallet. There you go. That's the better one.
Yeah.
Bread Wallet, aka.
I gotta say though, Bilsy, keep doing that. Like this is one of the things I've been talking with some other people in the AFOL community of just people like you and other channels that champion builders, like actual just builders of all kinds. instead of just here's another set review.
Yeah, man.
There's so many channels, so many YouTube channels, so many Instagram channels. They're like reviewing the same set that 1,000 other channels review. It's really refreshing to see somebody highlight other mocks, but not just be a repost page, but more of like, hey, look at this person, go to them, check them out. It's really awesome.
And and it comes from all three of us. We're not paid to be here. We're not technically the review.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah. But it's
I'm paid.
We feel that we're genuine in what we like, what we don't like. I mean, watch Henry talk about modulars. It's brilliant TV. But yeah, it's true, man. Because sometimes it's the smallest people that need us to, and we're genuine too. We're not full of shit. So if we say something that's a bit out there, it's coming from a real place.
That's it.
But no, man, appreciate the compliment. It's hey, we've been going this long, 2019 to now, and we haven't missed very many episodes. We're doing all right.
Yeah. Can't believe you haven't been canceled yet, but
yeah, I can't believe we haven't been cancelled either.
No, you know why? It's because all the Karens from California are still in bed while we're on air, so we're safe.
That's right. Which reminds me, thank you for joining us at stupid o'clock California time. It is greatly appreciated.
Yeah, what is it? It'd be 3 a.m. now, wouldn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Man. And you got to realize, people, like, Steve's here at 3 a.m. on a Sunday night. It's not the easiest night to stay up this late, or Monday morning to be correct, I guess. And California's in
3.5 hours I wake up for work.
Mate, and California's flooding at the moment just to make it even better.
Yeah. You have
So
been trapped, Andy, and you're not going anywhere.
Oh yeah, I was going to mention that. Like,
yeah.
Just to add to the lore of those, the color wheel challenge.
Yep.
I had COVID that whole time, and not a simple bout of it, like a really rough bout as I was making those designs.
Oh, wow.
Bilsy just reminded me, like, I'm not going anywhere. Like, yeah, I've been stuck inside for a couple of weeks.
You got to do what you got to do.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you know what it was? That was a flex. It was, you're not that good because I kind of had COVID and I wasn't thinking straight as well. So, just.
Yeah, righto, Kale.
Ouch.
All right, before we do sign off, we will add Brisbricks. The Chandler show is coming up very fast. We'll talk about it more and more closer as we get to it. That's coming up in March. And then obviously we're down to hang out with Henry in May as well. So, we don't have a show every month, I guess, like you would over there. But, hey, our shows are far in between. That's what makes them better, I think.
For local kids, though, there is a Brisbricks social this weekend that I'm pretty sure I'll be at. So if you're in the chat and you're from there, I'll be there. Look forward to catching up. And also, don't forget, Wednesday night, we will be in for the Wild Wild West.
Yep, so, G, come back Wednesday night. We'll do some more German building. You can come on and share. No, but again, Steve, thanks again, mate. Appreciate the time and effort and all that stuff for you. And obviously, we had to talk about your builds with you here instead of behind your back. So
I appreciate it.
And of course, everybody, go follow Henry, go follow Bilsy, and while you're doing it, definitely, if you're not following Steve as well, the link has been in the chat a few times now. It is GHALAD, like you see on his screen, on Instagram. Nice, simple, nice and easy. And those that do listen in the podcast as well, again, GHALAD. And we'll see you next time.
Digitally assembled on YouTube.
There you go.